Just breathing the day, yeah, making waves, kicking ass online, can't behave, laughing in the face of wannabe queens, living off memes and caffeine dreams. She's got a bad attitude, can't you see? Fruity beauty, fat flex, but she shapes to be. Freezing, don't care, facing the screen, ruling girl world like it's her scene. She's got a bad attitude, can't you see? Fruity beauty, fat flex, but she shapes to be. Freezing, don't care, facing the screen, ruling girl world like it's her scene. Just breathing the day, ain't no one can catch. Calling out the fakes, leaving them in the patch. That baddest woman with a smirk so mean in the murky depths of live stream. Tears down the walls with the wit so raw. Filters off, can't handle her flaw. Sharks on blade and a smoldering smile, leaving haters burned, exiled. Just breezing the day, ain't no one can catch. Calling out the fakes, leaving them in the patch. That baddest woman with a smirk so mean in the murky depths of live stream. She tears down the walls with her wit so raw. Filters off, can't handle her flaw. Sharp tongue blade and a smoldering smile, leaving haters burned, exiled. She tears down the walls with her wit so raw. Filters off, can't handle her flaw. Filters off, can't handle her flaw, leaving haters burned, exiled. Living each moment without a damn care, streaming her truth for all to share. Girl world shaking under her reign, feel the wrath of just Breezen's name. Living each moment without a damn care, streaming her truth for all to share. Girl world shaking under her reign, feel the wrath of just Breezen's name. Living each moment without a damn care, streaming her truth for all to share. Girl world shaking under her reign, feel the wrath of just Breezen's name. Just breezing the day, ain't no one can catch. Calling out the fakes, leaving them in the patch. Baddest woman with the smirk so mean in the murky depths of live stream.
Hello and happy Friday. Hello. We have some interesting things to talk about. Did you know Foodie has been live 19 hours in the past 3 days? 19 hours. Salah has been nowhere to be seen. She's clearly losing her fucking mind because she said that she would rather be friends with FFG over Yaba. Which, whatever, you do you, but like FFG, the one you were so mad about that said stole your cat and you were gonna sue her and call the police and XYZ. I don't know. This woman is clearly all alone. She hasn't been wearing her ring, and Twitter has been very, very interesting. So let me say hello to you guys first. Hello, Free the People. Hello, Kathy. Hello, Lori. Hello, Wookie Lover. Hello, Shauna. Hello, Mrs. Chester. Candy, Rainbow Road. Deb, Andrea. Hello. Pink Cotton Candy. Salah's gone. He has to be. He doesn't work, so what else is he doing that he's away for so long? I think he has another family. Yep, I think Salah's gone too. Same, Mrs. C. Okay, really fast though, before we go to Twitter, there is a clip someone in our comment section told me about a few days ago. The name is not coming to me right now, so I'm so sorry. If you're listening, please feel free to take credit. Well, not for this video, but anyways, okay, so someone was telling me how Foodie admitted that she got Julia off some free website in Kuwait. And I want you guys to hear this. So I think this is Goose Chuck. I could be wrong.
I think the Messiah might be a liar. I know, we're all shocked. I think she's finally dug her remaining little pulsing synapses down through her sinuses, but it has happened. She's finally let us know how Julia came about.
Picking her nose.
Remember, she told us it came from that she came from Scatbot's friend, somebody that they knew about her shots, and they knew all these things about Julia. Anybody who wants to find those clips and whatever, there's a clip here, and you guys can feel free to take it. This is what the real story of Julia.
When I first saw Julia, Ring Fit Adventure. I first saw Julia. We were talking about getting a cat, and then we decided.
Okay, sorry.
I convinced Salah that we're gonna get a cat.
I was saying hi to everybody in the chat, and I forgot to talk. Hello, I'm still with you here.
So we were starting to look on OpenSouk. It's like a marketplace here for free cats, and it was between her. He showed me, we were at Pet Zone, like looking for supplies for cat stuff before we got the cat. And we saw videos and pictures of her. I still have them. And then there was a white cat who was pretty cute, but not as cute as Julia.
Interesting, huh? Oh, it's almost like she's a fucking liar.
Almost.
And how she said she had to convince Scatbot. No, more like you don't get your upgraded apartment and your new phone and your car and your things if I don't get a fucking cat, because you're out there charmooting it around.
Charmooting it around.
Yep. Because we all remember December 28, 2023. And if you don't know what it is, just Google or YouTube it. December 28, 2023. Salah cheats on Chantal. When Scatbot talks about, choking people out till they almost die and money and fertility and all that kind of shit, right? We reduce it to scat, but it was just so much more than that. But...
and all that. I want to spit on your face so much.
Yeah, Julia was her keep her quiet thing. And it wasn't from Scatbot's buddy. That was just obvious. Like we didn't already know all of this was a lie. Again, feel free to use that clip so you don't have to find it.
And she wonders why we kind of play a game on where she lies, we try to call her out with the truth, or we try to catch her on her lies. She wonders why we do that, because she's such a fucking liar, and she lies so much she can't keep track of her lies anymore. Hold on. She also tried to change the narrative about the fashion show, claiming that she chose to sever ties with the designer, not that they told her to take down her video. FFG's video is still up. She can't keep her own lies straight. She said if he is with family, then she is with him. But then in the same confession, she says he's out with his family and when he isn't there. It's the best way to tell she's lying. She says, "So what if he's running around on me?" Then that's an admission in Chantal's world. Then her bragging about her kiss list, claiming she marks down how many times he kisses her in a day, but suddenly, oops, she forgot to do it today and can't just show yesterday. I think Sally is gone and refusing to come back until she stops eating her whole paycheck. Her chat was asking where he was and saying he can't always be sleeping. Who wants to bet she will give him a bonus and he will be in the next video? Ugh. Trippin said she shouldn't have pets. A lying liar who lies, Cody said. About everything of all time. If she told me the sky was blue, I would go check. Same. You need to be smart with a very good memory to be a good liar. She is neither. Wendy said his family must be so proud. Okay, let's go to Twitter, you guys. Hey, Sandra. Oh, yeah, he wanted to great Bibles. Nugs and hugs. Hello. Bust down door. I'm here. Well, it's so good to see you. Hey, Tia, listening at the gym. I hope you have a good workout. These days, he only shows up around her payday. That's what people were saying on Twitter. That if you start paying attention to the dates, around the time Foodie gets paid, which I know in the US, like I get paid around the 21st, right? But I think Canada is after us. I can't remember the exact day. For the life of me, I guess I don't pay attention because it's not the day I'm getting paid on. But I know it's after the 21st, right? He's always around payday and then he disappears again. And then she has all this time to go live. Okay, so let me go to Twitter before I get distracted and we end up God knows where. Hey, Pastel! These grifters are all the same. They all... and they fall... I don't want to say they fall. They prey on the vulnerable or people going through something or women like Foodie Beauty, insecure who just wants to be claimed. Um, and that's their thing. If it was anybody else, I'd feel sorry for them, but she's a shitty person, so I guess she gets what she gets. All right, can you guys see the screen okay? I think so. Okay, Julie said Foodie Beauty was live almost 19 hours in less than 3 days. Holy shit. 3 hours and 13 minutes. Another live was 4 hours, 42 minutes, and 37 seconds. 4.5 hours, 6.5 hours, basically. And I'm guessing Salah didn't pop into any of that. Yesterday, when we left the live stream, we got bored. I guess she was live damn near 7 hours. Wouldn't your husband or your wife miss you if you were a YouTuber and you were just gone these huge amounts of times? They are in a loveless marriage. They are. Quartz 420 said the giant baby needs constant supervision. Her husband is out enjoying himself, so she needs her viewers to entertain and keep her company. But we're all jealous of you, Chantal. No family, no friends, no real interactions with folks other than your man? Loser. Merp said 5 hours is not a fucking live stream. It's a cry for help with Wi-Fi. Yeah, something's going on with her. Hey, Erin. Hey, Yorkshire Boomer. You know, I've always suspected Salah was he who may not be named 2.0. And said, damn, she's streaming like Carrie. Three of the people said Salah will be back at payday, but that's it. He's gone. He doesn't stay there. Well, they have their own rooms. That's really fucking obvious. Hold on, I want to look at these replies. Mish said people go to work for 8 hours. Yes, we clock in and work, not sitting in an alley slurping a honey shake and bitching about shisha hose prices in the middle of the night. There's a difference. Adamame said, and then say people that spend 2 minutes on X posting about her are obsessed. I lived 10 lives in the amount of time that she was live yesterday. But she says we have no life. We got bored and carried on with our life. Her mouth is absolutely disgusting. Queen Jellybean said, how many kisses did you log today, yuck mouth? Paranoid Android said, JFC, was she that desperate for food that she ate the slug on the floor outside? Oh, it kind of looks like it. Ew. 20 Girl said, the only thing she's kissing is her hidden picture of Dee Dee's beef curtains. Okay, I tried. I haven't slept in 2 days, they said. I thought that was good, but I hope you're sleeping now. Yeah, her mouth is gross. It makes me feel like I need a shower. She really needs to drink some water. Let's move on from this picture. This is, I think, we left around this time yesterday, right? She dropped her phone. We thought she cracked it. And then I think she went to sealing, and we're like, okay. So we saw this. Unfortunately, she was still able to go live. And then I guess she went back out and ate. Hey, Beck. She's got nobody but the online Sims Beezers. Salah does not live with her, and the poor cat wants out of that horrible place for good, Julia. I feel so bad for Julia. Mr. Yuck sticker in the flesh. On the way to browse for a new vehicle. Oh my gosh, good luck, butterfly. Tell us what you get. So Blazing Hate said, why is Foodie Beauty eating in the car? I couldn't tell you because she's insane. She's absolutely insane and has nothing else to do. This is her outing, eating in the alley. Pondu Pondu said, Foodie, get a hold of yourself. You've outgrown the T-Mobile. She makes that look like a Mini Cooper, right? Isn't it a pretty big car? She takes up the whole front seat. I mean, she's in the passenger side now. She ate chicken and fries. It looks like a burger. Fondu Pondu said, what a pathetic life you live. Fries, chicken strips, fried chicken sandwich, alone in a car? That's all you have in life. Keep eating and do the world a favor for us all. TikTok, bitch. And then they did the big chop thing. Again, this is their words, but now I want to look in the replies because I'm nosy as fuck. Let's see what the people of Twitter are replying. A new vehicle, have fun shopping. Joe, thank you for gifting a Breezy Bunch membership. Pastel Pyra got it. Congratulations, Pastel. Thank you, Joe. I thought this was funny. Michael Furberger said, I see a little silhouette of a hand. I know this song's going to be stuck in my head for the remainder of the day. Density and the Fridge in the Morning said, hope they embalm the sugar foot in a jar and let us bid on it. I'm going to get that foot. You have fun with that. I will not be bidding on the foot. That is what I will not be doing. Miss Anthrop said the meat mitt. Wow. Her hand looks painful. It really does look like the hamburger helper glove, though. Or mitt. That's insane. If you can't even close your hand at one point, what's the point? Wanda said, is she out stalking him again? Seeing what he's doing when not with her, stuffing her face while watching? Oh, so he's not coming home. She needs to eat. Perfect excuse to drive around and try to find her husband, see what he's really doing. I wonder if she was driving by his sister's area again. Cindy Hawk said, amen. Show the Beezers just what fuck around and find out looks like. Suck a bitch? Or such a bitch? Suff a bitch? I don't know, one of those. So much for healthier choices. This bitch is crazy. Health scares, yet never slows down on the pigging out. Insane. Rocal said, and no Salah in the car supporting his beautiful sexy with a fupa wife? Jolene said fast food CEO should get an honorable mention on her obit. I mean, Hardee's probably will. I've got the song Return of the Mac. Oh no. Why did you have to mention it? Okay, somebody get another song stuck in my head. I can't do Return of the Mac all day. I just can't. I mean, it's a good song, but I can't for all day. I need something else. Shouldn't she know where the Red Room is by now? I would think so. Okay, so Enigma said, talking about the types of look of people there and how you can tell them apart. I remember this happening yesterday, unless this was a different time, but I remember how uncomfortable we all were.
There was an Egyptian beggar, but there's also Salah has Egyptian friends who are like engineers. Like a lot of them will come to work here as engineers, actually. A lot of Syrians here will run like businesses, restaurants, perfume businesses, stuff like that. Is like the norm what you see. 3 other women, yeah. Like Khalijis have a certain look, and then Egyptians have a certain look. It's like you can just tell, like when specifically in Kuwait, like maybe in the rest of the world, I couldn't tell if someone was Egyptian or you know what I mean. But like here, you just get to know like the dynamic. I don't know how to explain it, and I don't mean that in a derogatory way at all. You know.
Okay. If you say so, Foodie. Is she stalking Salad Dressing Boy? Yes, she is. He hasn't been coming home. Filthy fucking hog beast, Fondue Pondue said. Ew! She picks her nose and eats it? I didn't even watch the clip. Sometimes I just see the hashtag Foodie Beauty and I just retweet things, right? And then sometimes I watch things and I forget that I watched them. This I definitely did not see. Just Jeff said boogers have more nutrition than what she normally eats. I want to vomit. Like, I'm not okay right now. Rizak Tillian said the couch she left for BB when she moved out was covered in boogers she had wiped on it. She acted like she was doing him a favor. Her face is massive. It is. Pastel, oh my god, I'm sorry. I just saw I was gifted a membership. Thank you. It was from Joe. Lovely, what a dainty girl. That's disgusting. Maybe that's why he's not coming home anymore. Ash said, what the fuck? This isn't funny. It literally makes me want to vomit. It's like she's looking for new ways to turn Salah off even more. Being repulsive as a woman and doing it publicly, Why would he or any man want to claim her? Oh, okay. I didn't know what it was going to be at first. Now we know why her salad only pats and pinches her face rolls. Oh, good Lord. Good night, Ruby. Happy Friday. Thank you so much for the super chat. Coffee on me, sis. Thank you. Thank you so much. And it's so good to see you. Um, this whole thread I want out of now between the booger eating and the jelly roll stomach. I don't know what that was, but I want out. Okay. So I guess Foodie Beauty was doing this, which inspired my thumbnail, by the way. I'm really proud of it. Please look for it after this live. Um, so yeah, I think she's gone crazy. She reminds me of Tom Cruise every time she jumps up on the couch and does this. Yaba says amazing. Let's look to see if there's any comments. Hand it over, you clown fucker. Yeah, Mary Floppins is back demanding more mayo. Oh, this is my favorite. Okay, this tweet made my day. Buttered Crumpet said, amazing, sad, pathetic, a real effort to breathe. All the words and things. Tweet T said, can't wait for the slow-mo you will grace us with. Raised Dactylian said, Grandma Moo Moo. Carrie said, damn, that dress is tight. It does look like a moo moo. Wasn't this dress baggy on her at one point too? Yes, it's walk like an Egyptian themed. And I love it. Hey, here for fun. Good morning. I hope you have an amazing weekend. All right, more Foodie Beauty walking like an Egyptian. Vera Fiasco said Mima gets down after drinking a Bartles and James at the block party. Oh, wow. That poor couch is probably struggling after that. Her poor neighbors below her. She can't walk on the treadmill, but she can jump up and down on a couch. This is really embarrassing. She's massive, bloated, and swollen. Yes, she is all of those things. Okay, I have to go look at the replies now. Again, I hope you guys don't mind that I do this. It's just, I don't know. I'm nosy. Bigfoot sighting. She does look like Bigfoot. Oh my gosh. I think Bigfoot's a bit smaller though. Trash and Champagne said, I hope the people below her have renter's insurance because this bitch is about to go through the ceiling. Or said, no, that'd be funny. Can that happen today, please? If she's live for 7 hours, we need that. I'm just here for the day she falls off the sofa and breaks both of her. You can imagine what they said. I'm not wishing that upon her, but or falls through the couch. I was always waiting for her to insole herself in the kitchen office chair on the villa. Those slimming filters really stopped working by the third picture. Farrah said the shapes are shaping there. Hold on, I didn't even focus on the filter. I think I retweeted a picture of her stomach, by the way. It is much bigger than it would appear here, which isn't tiny, but it's huge. Yep, they gave up. Oh my gosh. The way I would never leave the house if I looked like Foodie Beauty. I would become a hermit. I would. This is Foodie Beauty cutting bread with the knife upside down. She was in a rush to eat, I guess. Who cares if you lose a finger? Raised Dactylian said, trad housewife using the back of the knife to cut bread. More of her doing this. Bondu Pondu said, you reek of desperation and ass. I swear to the good Lord, she is going to break a couch or leg. Keep going. Look at her here. She's doing the Tom Cruise. It looks like somebody let Granny out of the psych ward. All right, let's see. Density. I'd pay so much money to watch her face plant off the couch. The goth said yawn. Is this from another time? Yeah, because it was baggy on her there, wasn't it? In your pipe. Don't mind me. I'm highly entertained over here, all by myself. I like this one. Hey, girly girl. Hey, sniper. I just hate her with bitter talking and doxing people. Plus, promoting seriously junk food eating while having diabetes and blowing that damn shisha is so annoying when she blows it. All right, let's keep going. Aisha said, "Hey, Foodie Beauty, you have been told numerous times that Bali ran live streams for an entire week where her thumbnail was her ex-boyfriend's minor child nude in a bathtub. A child in a bathtub." I just didn't want to say the word again because I don't want really, I don't know. It grosses me out, but yes, that happened. A lot of people were calling Bali out. I think eventually she took it down, but it was there for like weeks. Um, anyways, it was there for a while, too long. You just don't do that. And if you don't know not to do that, then something is very, very wrong with you. But again, it makes sense that Bally hangs out in Foodie Beauty's chat because Foodie Beauty attracts all of the predators. Bally, by the way, admittedly trafficked a young woman for her boss because she was afraid he was going to cut her face. Anyways, just let you know who this person is. Valley says they do the same work like everyone does around the world. What a question. Kuwaiti people work jobs like all others do, morons. Um, I'm assuming she's drunk just based on the way she's spelling right here. She's not a good person, but again, Foodie attracts what she is. Blondie said she doesn't care, not to mention Bali was a hate channel till everyone turned on her. It's funny she never knows who's really trolling and who's real. Queen Jellybean said she must have also forgotten that Bali was in her ex's chat flirting with him. She was going to give Nader her restaurant. She was. Anyway, she was flirting with Foodie's ex for like 2 years and bashing Chantel. At this point, she's just desperate for any support and does not care where it came from. Very true. I mean, she even cozies up to Jessica Messica, who sent Nader nudes. Like, she doesn't care who's around her at this point, right? I think she'd even be friends with Dee Dee. Pondu Pondu said, and there's your confirmation that she is on a tourist visa and not married. Let's see what this clip says. Hey, Trauma.
I can't really, Alice, because it'll give away stuff.
Sorry, I was distracted. I have to replay it again so I'm focused.
I can't really, Alice, because it'll give away stuff.
Oh, because Alice said, can you tell me though, can you just trade your license in Kuwait? Let me see the replies. No, a person on a tourist visa visiting Kuwait cannot get a Kuwaiti's driver's license. They need to have a valid residency visa in order to apply for a Kuwaiti's driver's license. If they are visiting on a temporary visa, they can rent a car with a valid international driving permit from their home country. Temporary visa. If you're visiting Kuwait on a tourist visa, you can drive with a valid international driving permit that is issued by your home country. To obtain a Kuwaiti driver's license, you must have a residency visa in Kuwait. This usually means you are working or living in the country for a longer period. Alice in the Mirror said, smoking incessantly around Julia. That poor cat. Michelle said, why is it from the first time she got to Kuwait, everything has been shady and full of secrets? All the moving and all the different cars, and they can never talk about anything, even no big deal stuff. It's coming off that they do illegal stuff. I get that same vibe. I get that same exact vibe. Lola said because they are doing illegal stuff. Kuwait isn't a free country like Canada, And also, there's some way she's getting the meds she abuses. I've been wondering, honestly, if she's on Adderall suddenly. Where did this sudden energy burst come from? Before she was half dead, you couldn't get her to really do much of anything other than eat, and now she's live streaming for 19 hours? She seems high a lot. A lot. Anyways, Orlando said lying on the internet isn't illegal, y'all. It's not illegal. We still like to catch her. I believe she's driving with no support from Kuwait, just hoping she won't get pulled over. Well, it would be a shame if she did get pulled over. Lindsay, hey! Kuwait isn't known for zero corruption. Politicians and cops can easily be bought. Interesting. Foodie always hints around too. It's not like, I don't want to say loopholes, but that you can pay to get things done faster. And it's about who you know, right? So I don't know. I'm happy to be in a point in my life where I'm truly not doing anything illegal, anything wrong, anything that I have to worry about. I remember back in the day where I was doing illegal things, and the amount of stress that you carry around throughout the day is not fun. And I couldn't live like that. I couldn't. I like knowing that I'm following the laws. I like knowing that I'm not doing illegal substances. It's a really great feeling. Fat Cow said currently in Girl World, okay, Milky had 524 people watching when she was sniping Foodie Beauty, who had 363 people watching. It's just a waste of time for like her 7 hour live streams. If she does one fun thing in 7 hours, or one interesting thing, or one thing we can laugh about, but the rest is her sealing and farting, it's just, I don't know. I was gonna talk to you guys too and see, like, when she goes live, do we want to snipe until we get bored and tap out and cover it the next morning? Or do we just want to do morning recaps? Because who has 7 hours to watch her fart and eat? Let me know what you guys want to do. I can pretty much I can't commit to 7 hours at a time. I'll tell you that much. I could commit to 2 hours, 3 hours if it's really entertaining. 7 hours, I can't. I can't. Yes, that would be amazing. What did Beth say? Wouldn't it be something if she got pulled over while streaming? I might be manifesting it. I might be. But to balance it out, I'm manifesting something good for somebody that I don't really care for. So, while I'm manifesting Foodie Beauty getting pulled over, I really, really hope Carrie has a beautiful day today. Yes. And she gets to fight with all the people in the world. And then I'll throw an extra one in there. Busy Bee, I hope you got your vision back. There we go. Okay. I feel like a much better person. Kind of. I'm a little spicy, I guess. I didn't know it. Enigma said she's just proving she lives alone because he hasn't been in her stream for a while. No married couple does this. She's been spending hours on live talking to strangers with no Salah around. So she's there alone. Okay, so here's a clip of her, I guess, dancing.
I can't do the floss.
Okay, zoom in on YouTube. I know you guys probably can. I know it's very small, but
Do the mashed potato.
hold on, let's start it over.
I can't do the floss.
She can't get her arm behind her. Oh my god.
Do the mashed potato.
This is fun. Did she just fart getting off the couch? Mrs. M, hello. Os Dudette. 1 a.m. here in Australia. Good morning, all you lovely folks. What have I missed? Foodie Beauty's been live streaming. Good morning, by the way. Foodie Beauty's been live streaming for like 19 hours. Salah's nowhere to be seen. She hasn't been wearing her wedding ring. She wants to be best friends with FFG. She can't floss because she can't get her hand behind her back. She's now the same width as her stove. Am I missing anything? That was the poor couch breaking. The way the mom in me wants to lecture her for jumping on the couch, though. The way the mom in me wants to come out. Mrs. M, I'm a Breezy Bunch member for 5 months. I can't believe it. Love to just breeze in today and all. What the F with her FFG versus Yaba comment? I was sure she'd say neither. Yeah, that's really crazy to me, right? She thinks FFG stalks her and stole her cat, and she would rather be friends with the woman who stole her cat and maybe possibly pinching her to death while neglecting her and ignoring her and keeping her locked in a closet. Anyways, that's insane to me. And it makes me believe more and more that Foodie Beauty is on something. She is on something, and Salah is staying the fuck away. Let me go back to this comment section really fast because this has 36 comments. Prairie said, I cannot imagine acting this way, let alone on cam. There is no way that any man loves this pig mass T-Rex. She really does have T-Rex arms, though. I don't know. I have really long arms. I'm looking at my arms, and I feel like I have stretch Armstrong arms. They're very long. Anyways, there's no way any man loves this pig mass T-Rex. Not even Slaw. Thanks to reactors, we get comedy from it. I could never understand how her beezers watch her in Raw. A miracle she's alive. More of In Your Pies. And now every time I sing that song, I'm going to sing In Your Pies. Alice in the Mirror said, she's straight up having a psychotic break. That is not a video you look at and say, yeah, this woman has it together. She's living a great life. This is a fucking cautionary tale. It really is. Stay off drugs, kids. Know your worth. Never settle. Just mainly stay off drugs. It leads to just all bad decisions. Let's see. Yeah, Mary Floppins is back demanding more mayo. I still find that really funny. I really do. Okay. Draco said one day she will fall off, break her ankle, and will have to lay there until her husband comes to rescue her. What if he doesn't check on her for like 3 weeks? Yikes. Jenny from HR said she moves like an 80-year-old grandma. Virginia said when her fat ass falls and gets hurt and no one is there to help her up, Julia's revenge. Mrs. M, thank you for being a member for 5 months. I can't remember if I said that. Oh my gosh, and thank you for gifting 5 Breezy Bench memberships. Studette got one. Congratulations, Lily Marie. Hey, Lily. Stars, Becca. Congratulations, you guys. And Tiff Taff, welcome to the Breezy Bunch. I'm sorry I missed it, and welcome to the new members. I love when Breezy gets all in her own little world on Twitter. Yeah, I miss a lot. I have a good time with myself over here. Lizzie said, that's a strong couch. Irritating Gone said, ah, yes. Wait, can you guys even hear me? That would be fucking stupid if you can't. Okay, you can. I'm like, oh God. That would be my luck, though. I would be like muted for 30 minutes and have to redo it all. And it's just not funny the second or third time I have to do it when you don't hear it. Anyways, the couch is strong. I think more people need to buy it. It's definitely kid proof if Foodie Beauty can jump on top of it. Irritating Gone said, ah, yes, we're back to the villa days. Dare we risk believing that she will lift her abaya and grab her gut for the camera soon? How about indulging in a wheelchair, some Twix bars and marshmallow fluff? Maybe eat some mac and cheese with a back scratcher. We just need to go back to that. We just need to. Terry said, really cool stunt. Christina said, does she think she's actually entertaining because this is just stupid and sad? Let's give Breezy at least 50 thumbs up. Thank you! Hey everyone. Oh my god, thank you so much for the membership, Mrs. M. Not thank you. Thank you, Mrs. M. But thank you, I forget. Never mind. I'm messing up my words. Welcome to the Breezy Bunch is what I was trying to say, but it wouldn't just come out of my mouth. My boils bring all the beezers to the yard. How old is she again? You would think 14. Debbie said she seriously needs to give it up. She's 41, but she still thinks that doing weird things will get her views. I think you have to be stoned or drunk or on drugs to get the views that you're looking for, hon. Nobody wants to see a sober adult dancing on the couch. I mean, especially not one that's like, she's not good to look at. She's not easy on the eyes. I don't know. I don't want to see her at all jumping up and down. I'm worried she's gonna cause an earthquake, to be honest. Um, Tired AF said, if you know, you know. She farted so hard she died. Now, I didn't play this.
So hard, she
I think that's my new favorite song. Anyways, when Foodie Beauty goes to the big buffet in the sky, I'm reading out these exact lyrics. I almost want to play it again. I don't know if I'm broken or something's wrong with me, but I'm going to anyway, so if you're annoyed, oh well. Anyways, this is on my Twitter if anybody wants to add it to their playlist. I think it's the greatest song ever written. It brought tears to my eyes. I got goose pimples. The birds are now singing outside. Bondu Bondu said, in 6 hours, she's on her meal number 3. Good Lord. Fuck you getting this in my Well, I needed to get Return of the Mac out of my head, and that did the trick. So I'm full on gonna play it after this too. I'll have lives playing phone sitting on a stand while I'm wondering the house cleaning so they hear the madness. Oh God. Well, at least they got to hear a good song today. I've saved it to watch later. It's on YouTube. Okay, so it's on YouTube, you guys. People, that it feels like that song was written for Foodie Beauty, right? All right. Let's look in the comments section. What the fuck at this point? Just have a conveyor belt hooked up to her mouth with food on it. She wanted to do that yesterday. Didn't she want to put food on the treadmill and then put her head at the end of it? I mean, it doesn't sound like a bad idea to her. Peach said her addiction is actually a prison. I would feel dreadful for her if she wasn't such a piece of shit. Same. Look at her stomach, you guys. Hold on. I know I retweeted it, but since it's already right here, we haven't got to it yet. It came before I was ready for it. But that has to be so fucking painful on your back. Oh, Foodie. What are you gonna do when you have to put your whole fupa on, like, a cart to roll it around wherever you go. You've heard worse, Aaron. The fingers are more disturbing. Oh my gosh, hold on. I couldn't even focus on the fingers. The fupa stole the show, but wow. She thinks she's not having any consequences because of her eating, but her stomach looks like when I was being warned I was gonna get cirrhosis if I didn't stop drinking, right? My stomach at one point was so fucking swollen because I was getting pancreatitis all the time and I was starting to get spots on my liver. Now my liver's fine, by the way. The liver can regenerate itself once you get enough time, like away from alcohol, if you're lucky enough, right? So, anyways, I'm saying all this to say it looks like she has cirrhosis. Have you ever seen somebody with cirrhosis? That's fucking painful. She has no idea what she's doing. That's terrifying, right? I couldn't imagine. I have a bad back already. I couldn't carry all that around. That would be the death of me. My back's already shot and I'm not even overweight. The Grandpa Joe Daily is almost too tight for her. She's gonna need tents. Two Todd Caper said, we all know Foodie Beauty is awake for 8 to 10 hours max per day. As a nocturnal creature myself, I go to bed after 3 a.m. and wake up in the early afternoon. Crotch Rot sleeps until late evening, so she's spending 70 to 80% of what little time she has left on live stream. So happy, so fulfilled. And then Queen of WTF at that point was like 5 hours and she's still going. She has no life. So this was interesting, you guys. Do you guys remember her raging about Manny Cunt talking to the farms? So this happened in 2018. But I think this was the person, it was Foodie's ex-friend that she knew in real life. And I believe, didn't she call CPS on her friend? I think this is the same person. So they posted this March 31st of 2018. She can't blackmail me, but she can get her channel shut down for slander if she brings up my kids again. I think. I don't know. But yes, I've known this girl 20 years, and no, she has never taken her health seriously. Don't assume she struggled because she's overweight. Chantal was part of the mean girl clique in high school. She was never bullied, but did sleep with almost every boyfriend her friends had. Her mother, Kim, worked for the Red Cross with disabled, and Chantal would mock and make fun of them. She calls other big girls fat and obese when she's upset. She put her mother through hell. The woman worked full-time raising a spoiled overeater and a disabled young girl who never even had the last piece of any dessert. I ate over there a lot because Chantal had to have it or else she would throw a tantrum. Hold on, I have to cough. What happened with Ozdet? Right? I have a relative with orange. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, Ozdet. There was a girl on TikTok who had cirrhosis of the liver and documented her treatment. She was so insanely yellow. And the scary thing, sometimes Foodie looks yellow to me. Okay, so this is sad. Foodie's younger sister never had the last piece of dessert because Foodie had to always have the last piece or she would throw a tantrum. It gets worse. Oh, and the way Chantal picked on her sister always told her she was ugly and stupid. I always felt it was because her sister's dad married Kim, while Chantal's dad ran when she was 2. She had a thing for hanging out with the elderly or disabled. There was a home next door to our friends, and she would flirt and expose herself and use them for money and drugs. And that is the very tip of the iceberg. You don't want to know about her obsession with 9/11 victims falling to their deaths. So remember when Foodie was raging about her friend who went to the farms? It's because her friend said this, and I believe this is her friend IRL. I do. Foodie has been disgusting, it sounds like, her whole life. Just call me Oz baby. Okay, sounds good. I remember seeing that lady on the TikTok. It's so different at my house. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna scroll. Effie Cujo said she threatened to call CPS on her back when this came out. And now someone is trolling in her chat with the same name, and Foodie, knowing it's a troll, is still talking to this person as if they're the real mannequin. Sassy said, who is the disabled young girl? Is she referring to the sister? Merp said, that's my understanding. I could be wrong, but I believe Nat is developmentally challenged to some degree. Which hasn't Foodie said that herself? That fellow over there said 10 quid said she'll bring this up and twist it so she looks better. Probably. Nana Spike T said, I absolutely believe every bit of it. Lex said, who is this speaking? I believe it. It was her old friend Kathy. She went by Manicunt on Kiwi Farms and blasted Foodie. Foodie went after her hard after she posted, was scared all her past would come out. Manicunt, you should reach out to me. I have so many questions. Dana said that's what predators do, look for those vulnerable. That's gross, Foodie. You exposed yourself to the elderly for money. I never want to hear you say a fucking word about me again. Asher said this needs to be reposted over and over because some people seem to forget the bullshit this waste of human pulls. Friends with Scissors said, I'm not hearting this because it's disgusting, but it needs to go viral. Please repost. Jocelyn said, also worth noting is that Chantal didn't just use the R word on her channel to piss Manicunt off. She called Manicunt's son the R word. Disgusting. Hectic Moment said she's always been a mean, arrogant, vile, disturbed human garbage disposal. It sounds like it. She came out rotten. Kim, I will never forgive her since learning how she stole food from that girl with an actual eating disorder. Yeah, she has no soul, like no conscience, nothing. There's something very wrong with her. Oh, this is quite the picture. Repo Widow said, here's a dare for you, Foodie Beauty. I dare you to not shit your pants for 24 hours. Pick, because I love this one. I'm kind of scared to look in the comment section of this. Yeah, I heard she was asking for dares. I think that's really stupid. Laura Palmer said, what the fuck is this body type? Where is her neck? Repo Widow said she ate it. She really did. Oh my gosh. That's her twin. They need to end up together. Those two are identical and they just seem so much alike. I don't really know much about him, so he could be a saint and I don't really know it. But from what I've seen, he needs to be with Foodie Beauty. Okay, Queen Jellybean said, looks like a big toe that came through the foot of some black pantyhose. She does. Adamami said Koki was in that room the day of this happening. Duncan said, oh, that pic is at least 50 pounds ago. At least. Another I really like is Are You Serious? No neck. I've been saying it. Hey, Gonzo, Big Ed, and Bigger Chantel. Oh, he's an awful gross man. I don't watch the 90 Day Fiance stuff. I don't know. My housewives take up all my time as far as my like show watching goes. Okay, well, then there. They deserve each other. Trash and Champagne said looking like an obese Uncle Fester. I don't remember what I retweeted here. Oh, Chantel without her chin spanks. Oh Lord, that's what's under all that. Lucky Salah. Yikes. Under the hijab, yeah. Maybe that's why she likes to wear it. It's better on. Keep it on, Foodie. She does look like an obese Uncle Fester, though. Yaba said, we spoke that shit into existence, bitches. Shout out to Piggy for the clippy poo. Okay, hold on.
If I had to choose between Yaba and FFG, I would probably choose FFG over Yaba. That's just my opinion. Even though I've had bad beef with both, better character. I hate to say that. In a lot of ways. Maybe it's like a Canadian thing. I don't know, but I think if we weren't like enemies, I would definitely like if I had to think of like if I wasn't like enemies with any of them or whatever you want to call it, like the past we have, I probably would have been friends with FFG more than Yaba. I don't think I would ever have been friends with someone like Yaba. Do you know what I mean? And to choose between, if I had to choose between Yaba and FFG, I would probably choose FFG.
I think I have a clip later of what she actually says about FFG. Or what she said before anymore. Everyone finds their tribe, eventually, Lisa Manning said. Pondu Pondu said, wait, Cutie would side with the woman who she claims to have stalked her for 3 years and stole her cat? That's who she would side with? And then said, but I thought Frenchie is a stalker. Hasn't this meat satchel wanted to put FFG in jail? Chantel taking sweet orders from. Oh, well, I'm not gonna. She sides with whoever Griff Gang tells her to side with, even if it's the person who took her cat. The cat, the fashion show, the weed shop stuff, but she couldn't possibly be friends with someone like Yaba? This is all the proof you need to know she doesn't really care about any of that stuff, including BBJ. That part right there. You're good, Oz. Ooh, replay her saying FFG and her should be besties, please.
To choose between, if I had to choose between Yaba and FFG, I would probably choose FFG over Yaba. That's just my opinion. Even though I've had bad beef with both, better character. I hate to say that. In a lot of ways. Maybe it's like a Canadian thing. I don't know, but I think if we weren't like enemies, I would definitely, like, if I had to think of like, if I wasn't like enemies with any of them or whatever you want to call it, like the past we have, I probably would have been friends with FFG more than Yaba. I don't think I would ever have been friends with someone like Yaba. Do you know what I mean? And to choose between, if I had to.
If someone stole my dog, there would be no me picking them for anything. If I really felt they stole my dog, I'm just saying I wouldn't spit on them if they were on fire. But that's just me. Pandu Pandu said, can you imagine your family saying this is what you have transformed into over the last 2 years? And they do nothing to intervene. Tell us again, cutie, how loved, adored, and spoiled you are. It's very telling that they haven't come to see her. It is. But I can't imagine as a mother, because I know my mom checks in on my channel sometimes. She does. She's not all super into this stuff. She thinks it's funny I have a channel, and so she'll like, I don't know, she'll bring it up every once in a while. She's like, oh, I heard your live where you said this, and I laugh with her about something. But I know Foodie Beauty's mom at some point has had to check. She just had to. Can you imagine as a mother seeing this is what your child has become in another country where you can't really do shit other than beg them to come home? Yikes. I feel bad for your mom, Foodie. I really do. Okay, we played this clip, right? I showed you guys where Foodie lied. Well, that's very general. I showed you guys where she lied about how she got Julia. She told us before that she got them from Salah's friend, right? She got Julia from Salah's friend. Julia had her vaccines, but really Julia was posted for free on, I keep forgetting what it's called, the soup or something. I don't know. So Foodie made a community post saying, need some dare ideas for a dare stream. And Kristen said, I dare you not to eat. Now, I heard this thread is pretty interesting. Sansa Cook said, I dare you to show your indoctrinologist, that's what Foodie calls it, my mukbang macros playlist and sit across from him as he watches all of it and never come back. Look up EBT Fart Card Core after. Okay, thank you so much for the super chat. Look up EBT Fart Core card. Okay, well, I screenshot it because I'll definitely forget if I don't go back to that screenshot. Thank you for the super chat, and I will look up the EBT Fart card. Nothing but love. I forgot to thank you yesterday at the end of the live stream for the super chat, Cringe, and it bothered me for the whole entire day. So I'm so glad you commented because I finally got to reply. Then like it left my brain. Okay. Nothing but love said, I dare you to delete your channel and never come back. Ooh, I triple dog dare her. Lisa Manning said, I dare you to walk. Cowboy Dog said, I dare you to show us Salah's perfume warehouse. Bunny said, I dare her to have a shower and wear clean clothes, including underwear. We have all seen her nasty underwear. And I know she doesn't change her clothes. So you can be sure she hasn't changed them. Nana Spike T said, I dare you to put on your burkini and show us how you fit in the shower like you promised. Lock and Key said, I dare her to stop picking her nose. And I dare her to watch and react to her own videos, all the ones that prove she lied. Pandu Pandu said, I dare you to live stream with Arabic to English translation on your next get together at Salah's family's house. Perry said, I dare her to not use a filter and not eat. Anne said, I can think of something she would struggle to get a hold of. Blondie said, dare her to buy plates, utensils, and baking things. Cringe said, Free the People said, thank you, Cringe. It's quick clip with a lot of lore. Okay, hold on really fast. I'm going to type it into my search before I forget. It was EBT hard fart something lore or core. Hold on, I'll find it. I just took a screenshot. See, now do you see why I took a screenshot? EBT fart card core. EBT The things I search, I swear. Never in my life did I think at 42 years old I would be talking about the things I talk about. Okay, is it 50 like 50 some odd seconds long? I have it up and ready. I'm just gonna go to it really fast. We can't rely on my memory to cover this. So, we're doing it now. All right, I think this is it.
Story that's circulating around about that I bit my mother's nose. Yes, I did. Yeah, I bit her nose.
Oh,
The Motel 6 in Laurel, Maryland is infested with bedbugs. But some bitch off of YouTube or off of here somewhere called them, after calling the cops on me, called the motel and said that I had bedbugs. Trump, not trying to be rude, but you need to call me. Somebody needs to fucking call me. This is important. This is serious. And I've got fucking answers whether you want to believe me or not. Stupid motherfucker just done it again. Shut my EBT card off. You guys, I can't do this. Don't piss down my back and tell me it's raining, government. Somebody said, why haven't you been arrested more? Me? I ain't even done nothing. My grandma, the astrologist.
oh my
She would
lord.
never look at me. Never talk to me. Story that circulates.
I really couldn't focus on the words she was saying because I wanted to pee my pants every time she smiled at me. Um, by the way, you guys, this is Tammy Hole. Yesterday we were introduced to her as she rages a lot and she's very interesting and very scary. Um, so I don't know what else to say other than good luck when we cover her. But she will be part of it sometimes because I don't know, she's got to be more interesting than Foodie Beauty, right? It takes a couple watches to absorb. Oh my God, if evil had a face, Tammy Hole is right. Her face, I just don't want her to smile ever. Well, that's kind of mean. Just not while I'm watching, I guess. Um, that's my only request. Okay, so back to Foodie Beauty stairs. I dare you to walk 1 mile without stopping. I dare you to attend a diabetes class. I dare you to not stream for 7 days. Please, God, let that happen. Two Tilt said if I were a beezer, I'd dare her to go to the dentist. Dare her to eat a whole cake? Why? I dare you to recite Al-Fatiha? Fatiha? Al-Fat. I'm just going to call it the Al-Fat since you've been Muslim for 3 years now. Fatiha? I don't know. Al something. I dare crotch rot to get in that tiny shower and shut the door for the sake of effect and good spirit. She should also turn around and pretend that she can actually turn on the water. Point is, I see an angle at which she can get in, but there is no way she could turn around. I want her to get stuck in there, and I want the fire department to have to come and get her out, and I want this to happen on a live stream. Can we manifest this, please? Neurospicy said, I dare her to act like a 41-year-old, not like a 10-year-old who does dares. What the fuck? And if you're gonna do dares, like, I don't know, I know she wants to pick them and she's gonna cherry pick them. Like, it's more fun if you don't know what they are, right? Merp said the dare for Foodie Beauty would be for her to live stream for 5 hours, remaining on camera the entire time, not eating one bite of food or talking about food at all. Thank you, Becca. She is the soulmate of Tony Chase. I need to look up Tony Chase because I can't think of who that is off the top of my head. Sniper, I hope I said hi to you. Hey, naysayer. She don't shower? Foodie or oh well, yeah, Foodie definitely doesn't. By the way, did you guys see I added Tammy to my thumbnail yesterday? I made her a SeaWorld trainer. I don't know. Sometimes I smoke and have ideas, which kind of what happened with the thumbnail that you guys will see later. Let's see. Get Off of My Cloud by the Rolling Stones. Can I just recommend some good music to you guys for a second? Wall of Voodoo, Mexican Radio. The Cars, You Might Think. All right, search any of those songs and you will have a better day, I promise. All right, Julie said, Foodie Beauty is trying for engagement and will do nothing entertaining, yawn. So she's asking for dare ideas, and these are some of the suggestions. I dare you to order something entirely in Arabic, no English. I dare you and your husband to ask each other questions about each other and see if if your partner answers correctly. Eat a can of Julia's Butcher's cat food. I dare you to pet Hero. Eat a vegan or vegetarian meal. I dare you to learn and sing an entire Arabic song, no English, please God no. I dare you to memorize whatever this is, Surah Ikhlas? I don't know. I know that's not what you're looking for. I'm going to try to think of something else that's not harmful or illegal. Salah orders one meal he wants you to try that you've never had before, and you open it and you eat it live with us. No. Strawberry said jump in the pool in a full abaya. She's already done that. Moonwalk everywhere you go or put makeup on without a mirror with opposite hand. I dare you to create a Q&A trivia game for your Beezers in live chat. Horror movie questions, foodie beauty lore, and girl world Beezers and maybe reaction channels. Someone said, hey Chantal, how about you play Crazy Frog on the keyboard? These are just stupid. I'm not sharing the screen. Just kidding. Well, I'm assuming I didn't make it far. What now? Hold on, I just fixed it. May I recommend a song, Come As the Cat? It's a mashup of The Year of the Cat and Come As You Are. Come As the Cat? Okay, hold on, let me go. Well, it was bound to happen where I wasn't going to share the screen. At least I didn't make it very far. Okay, hold on, I'm going to look for the cat song. Come As the Cat. I wonder if I'll get a copyright strike. Well, I can always mute it out. Okay, hold on. You guys want to hear a song? We can vape at the same time. We'll take a smoke break. Okay. Come As the Cat? Is this it?
Come as you are, as you were, as I want.
I definitely can't play this. Maybe if I speed it up or something. Hold on. Oh, fuck my life. Oh, now I just clicked somewhere. Hold on. I'm just trying to get around it yapping at me after.
Come down to my destination, as I want you to be. As a friend, as a friend, as I know memory, memory, memory. When I swear that I don't have a gun, no, I don't have a gun, no, I don't have a gun.
I feel like I'm gonna get a strike. Is there a part I should forward to where the cat part comes on? I mean, I would love to sit here and play. I would love to.
Don't be late, take a rest, as a friend, as I know memory.
I feel like I'm on a spin high. It's okay, girly girl. I recommend. Yeah, I think I'm already gonna have to mute this out. Bye, girly girl. It's just songs. Well, I enjoyed seeing him though. It makes me sad he's gone. Okay, hold on. I gotta go back to Twitter. Well, I mean, it's now I definitely want to listen to Nirvana. All right, I'm sharing the screen, right? Please, God, tell me I am. Okay, Enigma said no ring again, and Salah hasn't been around. It's weird he's gone such large amounts of times, right? And he's not employed. Enigma said she said that her and Salah watched 1 and 2 of the movie Hatchet, but will watch the last tonight, except she never did because she streamed for nearly 7 hours alone.
Oh, Teardrop. We watched all of 3. We're about to finish Hatchet 3 tonight, but we saw Hatchet 1 and 2. They're pretty good movies, even though they're disgusting. Wait, swim! Swim! You sleepy sleep.
She needs to brush her cat. You don't care for this song? It's okay, we're moving on. Your mom's emotional support Carrot said, that's a big bitch. She's massive. I just feel like that's really uncomfortable. She always has a pillow, though, if she lays on her side, I guess. There's that. There's a positive. Hand it over, you clown fucker. I guess I retweeted it, and I forgot I did. Mary Floppins. That's perfect for her. I guess she wore the niqab. Kelly said Foodie was live yesterday for 5 hours, and today 6. There was no proof of Salah at all. That dude is gone. And the only time we see him is around payday. Love that for you, Chinny. I want to look at the replies. Miss T, I never put the dates together. You're right. Ella said, I recognize a pattern. Koki was also only around for payday. He was. He would get groceries, new clothes, a new phone, and then she was chasing him like the rest of the 3 weeks. She's talking about her and the cat watching movies, not salad. Probably. I always feel like I can't move properly when watching her. I feel like I struggle to breathe. I do. Well, right now I'm still kind of getting over being what I guess I was sick with something. I don't know. I didn't get as sick as I did a while ago, but I had like this cough and this chest thing. But anyways, I'm saying this all to say I still kind of gasp for air for sometimes, but when I'm watching Foodie Beauty, I legitimately feel like I can't breathe, like I need oxygen. And then when she starts to struggle, then I feel like I'm getting anxiety and I can't breathe. Let's see. Yet another man using her for cash. I don't think I've ever seen a more desperate loser in my life. Christina said this is her best look yet. Jasmine said, why the hell is she still there? Obviously he's not around. How could she be staying there? She's probably trying to keep him. We all know how much of a stalker she is. Ruby asked why is she covering her face. I think there was a sandstorm, if I remember correctly. Dano said, I'm convinced she's doing this to torture reaction channels. But how does this torture us? I think she's never looked better. I think she should cover up all the time. Perfect. PI said, Foodie Beauty saying she's Team FFG has me cackling. God, I love this place.
Bitch, you have exactly till tomorrow morning to get your fucking ugly fat ass right to this villa. Because I swear if you don't, jail. And you are going to jail for this, by the way. This is way too far. Bitch, you have exactly.
But she'd rather be friends with her. Oh my gosh, but Burgundy Rose said, I have seen it all. Lock and Key said, my favorite was when she said, you have. Still one of the best videos she did. 20G Girl said, I'm still curious as to why she didn't goof on FFG for getting fired. Normally she'd be all over that daily. Yeah, that's weird, right? FFG supposedly attacked an employee, I guess one of their coworkers. I don't watch enough of this to know. This is just what I've heard and seen her on Twitter, right? So FFG was supposedly fired from her job, and Foodie hasn't brought it up once. Queen Jellybean said, I feel like if she hadn't stole my cat, ruined my fashion show, and read me for filth damn near every day, we'd have been best friends. Cougarelli said, the best part of this clip that no one brings up is as she begun this rant, the call to prayer app started playing. I heard she chased a coworker with a broomstick, something like that. I can't remember exactly what she did, but FFG is Chantal Jr. Sometimes she can definitely act like her. Jessica said, oh god, FFG will be trying to teach her hidden by fupa and front butt bean now? What? Oh lord. Yaba said, I dare you to keep eating. That's a really good dare. This looks just like Foodie Beauty. It really does. Oh gosh. Okay, Half Pint said, Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the Beezers and all the feeders couldn't put Humpty together again. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when, Foodie Beauty. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. It has her eyebrows too. Memberships make more sense now. FFG is unhinged. Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying not to be a bitch this morning. Again, I think therapy is amazing. Some people really, really need it. I'm one of those people. I think FFG is too, possibly. There has to be better ways than going through life angry. I'm saying that. Okay. Rocal said, wait, wait, wait. Foodie Beauty tried to floss but couldn't get her arms behind. Yeah, it was really sad. Lori said, I would dare her to call her family and apologize for being the way she is and promising to never bother them again. Ooh, that's a good one too. Foodie, you should do that. Apologize for the name that you've given them, because we all assume your family's really fucking weird to have you in it. So, anyways, call them, apologize, and I dare you to stop talking about me for a week. I personally think they are both past therapy. Yeah, maybe. I think I remember at one point FFG used to be really funny, right? It used to be a good time. And maybe through intensive therapy, extensive therapy, all the therapy, maybe she can get back to that. Maybe. Um, Sometimes things happen in life and we stay angry and we take it out on everybody else and we don't see it at the time. But I hope she gets to a place, where she's not so miserable. Like I said, I remember when I first came onto YouTube, FFG's chat was like everything. Everybody watched FFG. It was the place to go and hang out, and it was fun. It was a lot of fun. I think that was like the only times I watched her was like the very beginning, right? And then somewhere she kind of lost her way, and now she just fights with everybody, or throws out disgusting lies about them if she doesn't like them, and it's just gotten very just mean. I don't know. I know I say that, and we could be kind of mean sometimes, but we're not mean all the time. That's the thing. There's a time and a place for it when Foodie is raging and she comes after Breezy Jr. for one thing. A majority of the time, like, we don't stay wishing death upon her or harm upon her, or people who don't agree with us, right? So I don't know. Maybe one day she can eventually get back to who she once was. But a lot of people have been hurt because of her anger. So something's got to give. Anyways, a vibe changed with her that wasn't for me to watch. Kim, I remember you liked FFG. A lot of people did. And if you're listening right now, never feel like you have to choose. Um, People watch FFG that watch me, and that's fine. That's fine. Um, I don't want you to be like afraid to chat here, or nobody's gonna pick on you or pile on you or anything like that. She just isn't my cup of tea either, to be honest. But that's because she says very specific things about me. But I do remember, I can say, I remember a time where she was funny. She was pretty. She was fresh faced. She had things going for her. And somewhere she just morphed into or not FFG, Foodie Beauty, Junior, and that's the truth. And I don't feel bad about saying that. Anyways, I love you guys. I want to thank you so much for hanging out with me. I think I can cover Foodie today, but like I said, I don't think I could commit to 7 hours. And when she gets bored, boring, I'm probably going to want to like move on and do laundry or something. But I'll always ask you guys, like, press one if you're over it, kind of a thing. So I guess we'll just stick around with her during these marathons she's doing until we have other shit to do. Anyways, thank you guys so much. Thank you to my amazing mods and Breezy Bunch members. I want to welcome all the new members, and I want to thank, I know Joe gifted a membership. Andrea gifted Mrs. M gifted 5 memberships. Cringe, thank you for the super chat. Good night, Roby. Thank you also for the super chat. Joe, thank you for gifting a membership. And Mrs. M, I appreciate you. It's been a pleasure getting to know you over the 5 months. Thank you so much for believing in me and staying subscribed. Have a great day, great evening wherever you are, and I will see you when Foodie goes live. Goodbye, everybody.